We're now joined by Skyler Gill-Howard.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Former Northern Illinois player.
Wisconsin's finest.
Wisconsin's finest. I like that.
Now at Texas Tech. I want to go all the way back to high school here.
Okay.
I saw on your Twitter some 7-on-7 highlights. So you're out there getting picks in the end zone and scoring touchdowns from long range.
Yeah.
Linebacker in high school.
Yep.
You go D2. You're playing defensive line there. You've bulked up. What's that transition and journey been like for you from high school, kind of maybe getting the ball every once in a while, getting the linebacker roles, and then getting on the defensive line and mixing it up?
Okay, so I never wanted to play defense ever. I was a guy who wanted the ball in his hands. Yeah. I grew up playing running back in middle school, but once I got to high school, that kind of changed. Coaches saw me better as kind of like a tight end, like fullback kind of. So I was doing a lot of that, little receiver, little running back in high school. Ultimately decided to focus on linebacker my sophomore year, and I went to my D2 school, Upper Iowa, as a linebacker. When I left there, I wasn't really getting any offers, but NIU allowed me to walk on as a D tackle. So I'm 230. I'm like, man, D tackle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What am I going to do? So I ended up not getting that offer until the window was like about to close and school had already started. So I ended up taking a gap semester 2022 year for the spring. Took a gap semester, was working, training, put on what I was 230. I went to NIU 268. Just ready, you know. So it was a process. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to put all that away. I told myself in high school I would never play D-line because my coach Holden, he's like, man, you would be an elite D tackle. I'm like, Coach, I'm playing offense, man. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to hear what he was talking about, but hey, what he said was true, and now where I am today, I'm just grateful everything happened how it did.
Would you consider your footwork probably one of your main advantages over offensive linemen is the fact that you've been a linebacker, you've been a running back and so forth, and I know you've got to have upper body strength and good arm strength to get them off of you, but don't you feel like your footwork is helped because of what you have, your background?
No, indeed. A lot of people tell me that. When I first got to NIU, we do these drills. So I was a walk-on, so I was just a tackling dummy, but it'd be the D-line lineup like we were chasing like a defender if he got loose, and I'd be the running back. Nice to shake all of them out their boots. I remember my teammate Jelani Williams hit him with a nasty spin move, had him on the ground touching the earth. But because I was still training running back, receiver, tight end, like I was still training that in my high school years, thinking like I can make a comeback to it. So like my footwork was just getting extremely good. So like when it got to playing D-line, I was like, okay, I don't really consider myself a D-lineman. I'm just an athlete out there playing in the trenches. So I think it ties in a lot to my past, and not only that, but wrestling too, which helped me out a lot. So yeah.
You know, we've heard that story a lot about how wrestlers make good defensive linemen, especially.
Yeah.
What does wrestling bring to the table for you?
It brings a lot. So when I first started wrestling, it was I hated wrestling. I'm not gonna lie. I wrestled in middle school. I was like, Dad, I'm not doing this in high school, man. I didn't wrestle my freshman year. I wrestled my sophomore year. I was wrestling heavyweight at 218 because we had a guy in the 220 weight class. But I was killing them guys, and they're like 6'5", 270. But I was killing them. I ended up going on to win JV State my sophomore year, and then junior and senior year, I'm wrestling 220 weight class against other 220 guys. But it just taught me how to use leverage against people. You know what I'm saying? I can move around guys easily, but I know how to transfer my weight and use their momentum against them. And I also train that way, too, with my trainer, Johnny Bridgewater. He teaches me how to move with football-specific movements. So, I know how to move around guys. I know how to leverage guys and manipulate guys to do what I want them to do.
So you're a two-time state finalist there in Wisconsin in high school wrestling.
It was rough.
Did you go to 220 after? Is that where you wrestled in junior, senior year?
Yeah, junior, senior year, I went to 220, wrestled in the 220 weight class. I was really good, but the guy that I lost to twice, 2 years in a row, he wrestles at Wisconsin now. His name is Brooks Sanfey. He's a really good wrestler. He's been wrestling since he was like 4. And I just started wrestling in high school, so I'm like, man, this guy's elite. But losing to him back-to-back state finals is gut-wrenching. But I'm glad I got to experience that because wrestling is not for the weak. And it taught me a lot about the grind. Even though I hated it, I still had some type of love for it because the grind is uncomparable to anything I've ever done.
You know, Skyler, you were at Northern Illinois and you come to
Yes, sir.
Texas Tech. Northern Illinois played some really good teams.
We did.
You know, and they had a really good team. Has the jump against the competition been what you thought it would be, or is the offensive line that you've seen thus far, is the speed different, is the strength different, or is it about the same?
So from the MAC, the speed's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little faster. These guys are – the O-line we have, these guys are really good. So going against them every day has made me a better player. But when I played against Notre Dame, NC State, Nebraska, and what was it, Boston College, like we played against those schools, and I've seen it already, and I played against it, and I've dominated it.
Yeah.
So it's nothing new to me, but we only get those type of games 4 games out of the year, and now we're playing in MAC play. So now I'm playing in that every week, which I'm excited to do because that's not only going to elevate me, I'm going to do my best to elevate my teammates now. So I'm really excited to play against high-level competition week to week.
That Northern Illinois defensive line, obviously against Notre Dame, stand out.
Yeah.
A lot of other times in the season. But it's better because the guy next to you is eating blocks, the guy next to him is eating blocks.
Yeah.
How big of a thing is that for Texas Tech this year? Not only with the depth, but just the guys you've brought in. A, how do you gel with 4 new players coming together?
Yeah.
And B, just how important is it for you to take care of your job, Lee Hunter to take care of his job, Bailey, Hunter, Height.
Yeah.
And then you go to the linebackers. They're free because you guys are doing what you need to do.
Yeah. So, yeah, we all just tie in together. I'd like to steal this from my coach at NIU. He said everybody has to move in one motion. So the way Coach Wood's defensive scheme, like, it's easy for us to go out there and make plays, do what we do. But if you don't, like, it could be a 20-yard run, touchdown, something. So we all have to play together and tie into each other. And I think, like, really after, like, the third practice, the D-line really clicked. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have David Bailey the whole spring, but once he got there, he clicked as well. So we're able to play off each other. We know each other's play styles already. We know how we're going to move around each other. One person do this, I'm going to do that. If Romello decides to take an inside move, I'm going to help him out and contain because he's going to win, and he's going to force the quarterback to the boundary. So I'm going to be there right with him. Either he gets a sack or I get a sack, but we're all going to play together and find a way to win.
You know, you had choices, and you chose Texas Tech. First of all, what was it about Texas Tech? And now that you're here, is Texas Tech living up to expectations?
Yeah, so Texas Tech showed me the most hospitality out of any other school in the nation. I'm not even talking about NIL. Like, NIL I care less about. This is my last year anyways, and I had dreams of going to the NFL.
Right.
I'm going to accomplish those dreams. But from the day I stepped on this campus, it just felt like a second home. And I'm talking to McGuire, most energetic old guy I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I try to be louder than him every day, but he beats me to it. But with him, Blanchard, and all these coaches, they've been the same people I talked to since I was in the transfer portal. Like, nothing has lived down. Everything has lived up to what they said it was going to be, and I'm just really grateful because, like, you never know when you go to a school and they're saying all this, but then none of that happens. But everything they've said has been true. So I'm grateful for them, and I'm grateful to be here.
Do you consider yourself a vocal leader?
I do, yeah. So being a captain at Northern Illinois, I learned a lot from my guy James Esther. He plays for the Packers now. He taught me how to be a better leader, and him and Coach Hammock taught me how to, like, use my voice. And a lot of guys tell me, like, man, like, you really inspire me by the way you lead vocally. And I try to instill that in, like, day-to-day, like, just getting guys going, whether it's a speech before the game, whether it's a speech before practice. Like, my voice affects people in a positive way. So I would never, ever have my mouth shut. And whether it's me talking trash to get somebody going or it's maybe lifting somebody up to get them going, I'm consider myself a very vocal leader being a captain.
Keep doing it.
I will for sure.
You got nickname Sky Loco. We got about a minute left here. You also have a hairless cat?
I do have a hairless cat.
Named Loco?
Loco. Named him after myself.
Okay. How'd you get the name Sky Loco? And tell us about your music passions and multimedia passions here as we close.
So, yeah, I got the name Sky Loco from a Snapchat filter back in 2017. You just put your name in, it gives you a name. But we kind of ran with it, and I'm building a whole brand out of it from a lifestyle standpoint, self-improvement. But from music and media Music was just something I did for fun, and I just kept running with it. But I really have a passion for videography and stuff like that, doing things like this. You know what I'm saying? I love this stuff. I love to talk, obviously, which we just talked about before. But being in media is something I probably do in the future. Like, me and my guys do a bunch of videography. You see on my Instagram. But it's just something I really have a passion with besides football. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have passion besides
So
football.
give us your Instagram handle and how we can listen to your audio.
Okay, Sky Loco on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. Instagram is Skyler Howard, but replace the L in Skyler with 1. So it's SKY1ER Howard, and that's all platforms. And then Skyler Howard 0 on Twitter.
All right. Appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate being out here with you guys.
You betcha. And best of luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Have a good fall camp.
Appreciate it.